Hey guys, Strike here with another episode of Redstone Quickies. Today we're going to be looking at bud sensor arrays. In this example we're going to be making a day-night sensor, but the same principle applies to rain sensors, growing plant sensors, or really anything that depends on a block update. If we look inside the typical day-night sensor, we've got our dirt grass block, a block update detector, and a T flip-flop with a feedback loop that toggles the water so the grass dies at night and the dirt grows during the day. Again, you can replace this dirt grass block with really anything else, such as farmland to detect when it's raining. Anyway, this approach is fine, and we can even steal the T flip-flop output directly as our day-night signal, but it has the problem of being very slow. It relies on Minecraft randomly scheduling our sensor block to be updated, multiplied by any other prerequisite conditions, so it could be instant, but it could also take several minutes. So the natural thing to do is add more sensors. The issue now is demultiplexing the sensors, so if any single one of them fires, we get the result immediately. Fortunately, with some edge detectors and a latch, this isn't a big deal. When the grass or dirt transitions, the bud will fire, the T flip-flop will toggle, and we steal basically whether the transition was from on to off or off to on, and send a pulse down either the daytime or the nighttime bus. The latch is going to transition whenever it receives a day or night pulse, which lets any sensor flip the latch at any time, and when the rest finally catch up, it won't do anything because it was already triggered. So anyway, the final issue is size. Now that we've added more sensors and all this extra redstone, we need to fit it into our world and make it reasonable to build in survival. I'll show you my solution, and your challenge is to make it smaller with the same functionality and submit it as a reply video. Anyway, on with the redstone. Okay, so here we go. This is the first revision. It's got 3 sensors. This is the day-night indicator. It's on because it's day. And if we take a look, we have the bus. I believe this is the nighttime bus coming down into our latch. And this is the daytime bus. Actually, no, I think it's reversed. But anyway, this is one of the sensors. We have our water control piston and our dirt/grass block right in the middle there. That's right next to a block update detector, which consists of the piston, the block underneath, there's a torch, repeater, and then that's it actually. That feeds into our T flip-flop. I'm using again Doc's tiny T flip-flop design. And the output of that feeds back into the water control, and here's our falling and rising edge detector. The problem with this design is it is pretty big for what it is, so I've made some effort in cutting that down some, about half the height, and I think a couple blocks smaller on the width and length or whatever too. Primarily some optimizations here, size optimizations, and also by handling the water horizontally. Taking it even further, oh, hello there, with the third revision, yeah, this had 4 sensors, by the way, just to let you know. On the third revision, I have 8 sensors right now, and they're, I think, about the same height as the second revision, but they are only 5 blocks wide by 8 blocks long, and they even take less resources as well. There's only 2 pistons instead of 3. We've also cut out some extra redstone wiring, some extra torches, and reduced by another repeater. Unfortunately, this is probably the trickiest to set up, especially the latch wiring is kind of messy, but anyway, let's go ahead and build one of these out. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of going to build it in reverse order, unfortunately, because the latch wiring's kind of nasty. I want to do it when we have a fresh slate. So I'm going to stick a block right here and run this wiring down off the side, around back, and then just like that. Okay. We're actually going to cut this wire right there, so it's going to cycle out and back through, and comes down from up here. So this is going to be the input from the flip-flop. Okay, toss a torch right there. That signal's going to come over here to the, I believe, daytime output, which is that torch. And I'm going to feed this into my other sensors. Just like that. Now to finish off the latch detector, 2 blocks there, 2 blocks there, torch for the output of the nighttime, and we'll also wire that up with the others. Okay, and let's see, we need a repeater set on 4. It might also work with 3, maybe 2. I think I tried 2, but you know, it doesn't really matter here. It's not going to slow anything down. Okay, 1 piece of redstone right in the middle. The repeater is going to power this block, which is actually going to power this redstone, which is actually going to hit this block. So that does have a purpose, sitting right there. And the other side of the output goes here, but we need another block to cut that wire. Okay, the rising falling edge detector is done, so let's go ahead and make the flip-flop. For everything else, we're going to be constructing it 1 additional layer up. Okay, or maybe even 2 layers up. That's where our piston is going to sit, and we need a torch right underneath it. Block in front, and you might have just noticed it pulse the daytime. Okay, that's going to be set on 2, and that's going to be set on 3. And then now we're constructing the block update detector. And that's it. That is all the wiring. So the only thing left to do is to place our water and our grass. So let's throw our grass sensor block right there. I'm going to leave that block off just for right now. Also going to fill in this extra space, and then on the back side here we're going to put our grass sources, and then over here is where our water channel is going to be. And this is very important. We don't really need to use glass except for in one particular spot, and that is right here, because we need the light to be able to get through, and this is also going to hold the water in the reservoir up there, so the block underneath can push, cutting off the supply. I'm going to do 2 layers of glass, because that will let us use any other kinds of blocks, or half slabs I think look pretty cool, because we can use it to cover the rest of this up. If we so desire. And the other thing that I've done with all these is place an indicator torch, and that's really easy to do. If we knock that out, put a block right on part of the edge detector, and another torch on top, we have a surface level indicator whether or not this unit has been fired. Alright, so that's how we build it. Now it is getting to be nighttime, so let's see how long it takes for our indicator over there to go off. Not bad, not bad. Our new one was the second to fire, and you notice how many more are still on. Hence the benefit of making multiple units. And if we take a closer look, you can see that the T flip-flop block has been left in place out there, which is cutting off the water. So when it's daytime again, that dirt block will be able to grow. And let's see, I'm kind of hoping, well, there's only 2 left now. 3, I guess. There's that one too. But let's go ahead and set it to daytime and see how long it takes. You know, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 sensors to detect daytime. I don't think I have enough repeaters somewhere. Oh, I missed one piece of redstone. Alright, well, so our indicator light didn't go, but the new one that we made over here did fire. And so I don't know, that probably took about a minute, 2 minutes or something like that, but you know, like when it was becoming nighttime before it really sets in fully, there's kind of that transition area, the sun's going up, coming down, and you know, so by the time that it is full brightness or full darkness, these babies will have fired off. Alright, well anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I might do another short follow-up video replacing this with a rain sensor array. But yeah, if you have any improvements that could be made, feel free to leave them as a comment or submit a reply video. That would be the most helpful, I think, if you actually did some design changes. And otherwise, let me know what you think.